I originally didn't want to say more about the subject, but you know what? When I think about it, it really is so stupid that it deserves it. I mentioned back in my rant about gamer girls being stereotypical about an idiot Spanish client at my workplace. Let me provide some of the finer details of that mess, because there's a lot of idiocy surrounding the issue. What happens to be the problem is simple. The Spanish client is virtually brain dead. It wouldn't take long at all to see that he's clearly less intelligent than that kid at the beginning of Yu Yu Hakusho, who, as we know, Yusuke tried to save from being run over by a car at the cost of his own life. You see the problem in that because of that, the client both wanders out of the place on a consistent basis and can't be trusted to be outside for long. If he's allowed that much, there's the risk of either him being run over or a worker at the place having to take the bullet. Now, the obvious solution would be to guard the choke point to the way out. Problem solved. Yeah, there's a problem there. There's actually two ways out of the place, significantly apart, that the client has used in the past. This means that the other workers finding themselves overextended becomes a concern. So me pulling my weight would be welcome, right? Right? Yeah, right. The client isn't my problem, I should just worry about myself. So the other workers say. What gets particularly grating is that the other workers are treating me as a joke as a result, even when I prove that shouldn't happen. I can point to when the client randomly kicked at a wall near the door to the area with one of the choke points. I was right near, so the sounds made from the kicking agitated my ears. Apparently, the client was in a bad mood. And by the way, may I point out that I myself was already in one, even though it didn't have me kicking walls over yet more idiocy from people out there. Other people are about to care. It's unnerved me in the past when Waller he acted like he would. My patience is on a tightrope. Anyway, I rushed to the choke point to guard it as the client grabbed him up and was near the door, and I became glad when he just imitated those guard patrols you see on television. Can I get a thank you for this? No, of course not. The other workers just tell me off, and when I try to say something, they just claim I was trying to tell them how to do their jobs. Yeah, you see the general problem? The underlying cause is a legitimate concern, one that should be preemptively covered against before it causes Big Guy Fatality Syndrome. And if it isn't such a hard thing to cover against, then it shouldn't keep happening. It's incompetence, and it becomes even more glaring simply because of the very nature of the place. It's a farce that I am told to just bat out and worry about myself. Okay, why? So I can just be some goddamned apathetic coward. Then answer me this. How would I be any better than many people in gaming communities who are toxic as they are because they are unbelievably indifferent? I have intelligence and a good sense of caution. Or do these people not want to know this or for some stupid reason? One, by the way, I guarantee is hypocritical. It's stupid to assume I can take care of myself in a worst case scenario. And it's not like the client is going to be some malicious gunman anyway. Somebody might point out that my approach to address the choke points could degenerate into making the place oppressive. Even without knowing that this is the one client who goes out of bounds on a consistent basis, there's this little idea called creativity. You just give him a way to keep himself occupied, such as the game Simon. There, now the client is not needing to vent his high energy on this nonsense. I don't know how this sort of thing doesn't occur to the other workers, but it should. It really should. I certainly feel I shouldn't be the only one having to come up with the ideas. Oh, sorry, this is telling them how to do their jobs. Well then, I should get shunned outright in my support! I should at least be given key points to know for future reference. Anything less is an insult. I've been hired to help with balancing multiple strategy games, and I am actually under a non-disclosure agreement with one of them. Now, why not talk to other people about this issue? Well, guess what? I have talked with other people in real life, and it leads to me finding out the hard way that there is literally nobody in real life who I can turn to. Other people in real life just have the same damn underlying suggestion. Just butt out and worry about myself. Okay, what? You can see that people in real life aren't about to care at all. They wouldn't be shooting me down about this. They are, so this whole farce is going to keep as is for the foreseeable future, at the very best. Never mind that the trope's status quo has its own share of problems. Some people might want to claim that I could have less than professional reason to care about this as much as I do. Even though ignoring those same reasons people would be thinking of would ultimately warrant me deserving some credit, all things considered, no fewer than some of the people in real life would not be aware of them in the first place, and would therefore not even have that excuse for basically telling me to be an apathetic coward about this mess. It just boils down to how this could be much better handled, but of course nobody is going to listen because apparently I'm just telling people how to do their jobs, or having what would have to be some intelligence class, where I'd be making somebody who doesn't realize what sort of material would have to involve the line chapter 1. Mom's a boothead. Look smart in that moment. God. So I have said everything I wanted to about the problem itself. Of course, this wouldn't be enough material for being yet another YouTube video rent by Master Knight David Harlow. Oh no, how I wish it was. What pushes the whole thing into that is, what else? General double standards. I get told that people, especially girls, like empathy and bravery. Okay, then what's this? People in real life are telling me to be selfish, so I should just do things like binge on beer without taking precautions. If you don't see the problem, then don't act like you know me, because you don't. All the next messages just prove why I have to live in fear of stupidity like arbitrary stalker accusations. If people did not want hostility, we would not see the widespread usage of terms like thug and snowflake that in fact is running around. Instead, there are people who think they're perfectly valid terms used by normal users to call out trolls. I don't even know how that works. Then again, I don't know how flipping over a table on a whim without regard for collateral damage could be considered love. But clearly I'm worse than all the chauvinists out there. Somehow. Garbage like that proves that the women are wiser trope is little more than a brainwashing tool to make the unfair sex even worse of a problem. The opposite sex should at least try to be wiser in their own marriage. Not because LOL gender. They can claim I'm worse than the chauvinists. Even if they could have reason for that, how would they know I wouldn't care why? It's just them refusing to try to have creativity, bravery, or patience. So it's clear what I've been saying all along is true. People wish for me to be useless. Just remember, people, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. The worst of it is that when I get advice to just forget about having dreams at all. So people want me to just be a robotic stereotype. Inefficient doesn't begin to discover the idiocy of that. It provides no adaptability, and moreover, it's soulless. It's telling me to be a slave to a society that has proven incredibly hostile for its own sake. But clearly, I would be a hero by remembering I'm not. That innately makes the job of game balance itself soulless if it wants to avoid being hypocritical. What kind of farce is that? Of course, what do I expect at this point?